Hello, my name is Swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the ultrafire flashlight, the model WF501B. As we see it here in the hand, it comes in different colors, different variations. It's sometimes hard to say if that is made only by one company in China or if there are different manufacturers, because there are so many variants of this flashlight around. I have quite a couple of those flashlights. It's basically a copy of the Surefire 6P version, so it's a basic flashlight with a clicky on the back side with two pieces CR123 or one piece 18650 and usual drop in that you can take in and out. So those flashlights are really unique. I like them. They are quality wise pretty good. I would not trust them really absolute 100% my life on. For this purpose I have other flashlights, but usually I use those as a second or third light to have with me, and for that it's really great. Currently we can get a basic body of like this one for about $6 shipped from China to USA. So that's absolute great. That, as I say, it's only the body, it's not with a drop-in, so you can select the drop-in yourself. As you see already, it comes in different colors. That adds some good points in my list as well. We have it here in green, red, blue, then we have a matte black and a more shiny black, and here again a red. There is also silver, just the aluminum color, a gold one, and purple, and some camouflage. The camouflage is dipped. That is basically a film coating over the aluminum. I don't know what the color below that dipping is. Quite likely a black would make the most sense, but that's not gonna last too long, so I did never bother about buy one of those, as we get it in that nice anodization. So first, as you get the flashlight as it arrives, first thing, the body, you notice that as you open it up, the threads are not looped. None of the threads. I quick take this one completely apart, then you see how many parts it actually has to loop. We have the tail end, and the head has two parts as well. So basically it's like this. We have four parts, and of course the drop-in, the battery is not in this light. So any of the threads you should lubricate with a good oil or with a grease. It needs something that loops well and keeps the rubber o-ring that seals the threads from to make it watertight from being getting dry and break, so the threads, the seal is not protected anymore. So that's the first thing. Second thing, in here we see this variant here has a spring, supposedly gold plated, and we see the two little holes there. So basically that is where they screw in the insert there. So sometimes that device is not completely screwed on. So what you need is a plier that works for that purpose, something that has a bit pointy ends. I don't know the name of this one. That was an old one that I found on the flea market. That works perfectly well. It's adjustable, but you don't need all that. You basically just feel it, don't over thread it, just that it is tight. That's all what it is. That's the two things to make the flashlight perfect, in a perfect condition, because sometimes as they assemble it in China it's not up to that. And the second thing, as we are on the cap already, there are two versions minimum. We see on the red one it looks different than on the black one. Which one is better? I don't know. Looks a bit more solid on the right, not the spring, in case that gets damaged. Inside is a spring as well. So just saying, there is different variations. Why they do that, I don't know. So there are replacement parts as well. You get tail caps, you even get clickies, cable clicky. If you desire that, you can, of course, with the diameter of the body, you can mount that easy on a gun, on a weaver rail, and then you may want to have a cable clicky, and they make that too. What they don't make, what I did not find yet, is a pocket clip. That would be nice to add on a pocket clip. There is a version with a pocket clip of that ultrafire flashlight, a little bit different, but they basically drilled and tapped through the body. So you see inside the body where the battery is, the threads, and I don't like that. That compromised the water tightness, and I did not buy that. They also use the same body for lasers, different head, so they use the same for a lot of different items. So then you just screw it back together. The drop in, as you see with that Solar Force sample, it's just a different manufacturer. There are so many different drop in, and I come to that in a minute. So basically that just drops in, as the name says. The bezel come on top of it, you screw it together, and that's it. So all the time they come out with new LEDs, and this is more powerful, and this has more lumens, and this and that with the modes, you know, single modes, 3 modes, 5 modes, SOS, strobe. Yeah, sometimes I wonder what they come up with next. That is good and right, but usually if you have a flashlight it's fixed in, so you need to buy a new flashlight. So with this one, you simply unscrew, take the drop in out. As you get the new drop in with whatever super duper LED or mode, whatever you want, you just simply push it in, screw it together, and then you have the brand new flashlight with the upgraded LED. So that's absolute great. It's also possible to change the LED colors just with the drop in. That is why we see here the different colors. That is for a reason. They make drop-ins in green, red, blue, infrared, the purple, ultraviolet, and quite likely even more colors. So what I do basically, the green flashlight has a green drop-in, green LED drop-in, the red has a red, and the blue has a ultraviolet. I did not go with the pink flashlight. The blue did look more appealing to me, so I put the ultraviolet in the blue body. So I see already firsthand which color will give which light, which color of light. We see that on the sample of the green. I hope the camera show the brightness. So as I say, if you only have a black body and 2 drop-ins, you can unscrew it. It works with every single one the same. You just take it out and put it in. So that's absolute great in my books to do that, and then you have it in the color you want. So that's how that goes with the different colors. The UV light, you need to be careful. It's harmful with the eyes. It needs special safety glasses. I basically got it for test that a bit out, because here in USA there is not much regulations at all, so we can do pretty much whatever we want, compared to Switzerland and Germany, where I had to live for most of my life. And now here in USA I just get that, and it's cheap. It's cheap, it's affordable, I can test it out, and no, so far I had good luck. I did not find any reflecting scorpions in Georgia, not in around Atlanta, and not up north where I live. So yeah, still happy camper. No scorpions around. That was main purpose for the UV light, but you can also test the hotel rooms for stains and blood and other body fluids. There is special videos about that, what you can do all with that kind of light. I'm just saying be careful with the eye, because if that reflects back from a white wall, you need safety glasses. Last point is about the tail caps. Yeah, that one is different too. The texture. So the tail cap, you see it, the colors. The colors is one thing. The green one is glow in the dark. Basically you get that as a replacement part. You also get orange. I like glow in the dark a lot. So to unscrew the part, you just use the plier, you take it apart, and then you replace the rubber. Because the dimple usually is too long, you need to cut it a bit down, the dimple, that it fits with the clicky. Then you put it back together, and that's pretty much it. So you see some are not textured. That feels really like recycled Chinese army rubber tire. This one looks more shiny, has a bit of texture on it, and this one has a, and we feel the different clicky in it, because those, remember we had that exposed spring. On this one we had that, yeah, looks like a bit of gold plated rod in it, so it's a different feel on the clicky as well. So it depends on the picture. As you order it, you don't see that at all. So it depends. So that's about that. As the flashlight arrive, it basically come with a simple, cheap lanyard. I put my own lanyards on it. It's basically a device like that with that flimsy cord they use. It basically goes through a tiny little hole here that doesn't allow you to mount too much else. So I use my own system like that. It's a simple cord with 2 sliders. So that works for me. It also acts that the flashlight could roll around, but with this it can't. So after all, these are flashlights to use. It's less of a collectible item, because it's that cheap and economical, but it's not a cheap quality. I use them for quite a while now. Some of them, as I say, it's not all of them that I have are here on the table. Some are mounted on firearms as well. So the quality, the building quality, the manufacturing is actually pretty good. And we see here the anodizing is a bit weaker than on the other parts, but you know, that is hard to do. I do my own anodizing, so that can happen. That is not for that little price. The green one, as best as I remember, was about The body alone was about $7 or $8, and you need to look which deals you get. It depends. Sometimes is it better to buy the body without LED, without drop-in. Sometimes it's better to buy the body with the LED, because you save maybe $1 or $2. And sometimes, say the black flashlight has a red LED in it, and you get the red flashlight with a white LED in it, and then as it arrives at your place you simply swap it, so it makes sense with the colors. So you need to figure it out yourself how you do best with the money. About the battery, this is a 18650, so you see it goes in well, fits well. That is a big point, because you want to use rechargeable batteries. The CR123 of course has more play. You see the size, and it may rattle. It depends on how strong the spring is. It may rattle. So simple solution for that, you basically put a bit masking tape around the middle, just around the middle, that it gets a bit thicker, not too much that it gets stuck, but just a little bit around it, so it won't rattle too much in it. So that's a simple fix too. As you may have seen, I put a address sticker in it, so I know it's my flashlight. That I do with pretty much all my items. I mark them one way or another. So yeah, that much about that ultrafire. Available from many sources directly in China. Different colors, many different drop-in. Try it out, check it out. It's pretty useful, pretty nice. Usually you get the flashlights only in black, and there is in that size I did not find many flashlights in so many color combinations and drop-in combinations as well.